Hello, YouTube! It's your friend Angel Wolf back in the spooky world of Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Here I am in my holodeck, and that's how I play my VR games in full virtual reality. So yeah, spent the last couple of days working on my Skyrim save, so I felt like taking a break from it today and continuing the spooky journey into Amnesia: The Dark Descent with the Sclerosis mod. So join me. I'm in the darkness. Alright, I know I gotta jam something in that. I'm pretty sure. Some mushrooms. Ladder. Gotta find the ladder. Refill my lantern. Light in here. Not clicking as much. Nope. Yeah, it's going slow now. I just need a rock or something. was a pretty easy puzzle.
Turn around this instant. You are carrying the shadow with you.
That was creepy. Ooh. Made it to the top of the well. Alright, let's look around. Hello? At least the place is nicely lit. Tinderbox. Won't budge. There. Boxes, I got 10. Yeah, I like this one. Looks like it's near a machine of some kind that I gotta figure out. Which oil do I have? I got plenty of oil. I'm not wasting that. Save that for later. Hello.
9th of August, 1839. I can't stop sweating and shaking. The warding ritual was not something of a sane mind. I did not even realize the dungeon was still in use. Alexander had his servants bring one of the prisoners, a murderer, he told me. Alexander made all the arrangements, but he said I had to perform the ritual in order to have the right effect. The shadow could be led astray by the blood of another. Killing the man would provide us precious time. What else could I do? Alexander said it had to be done. He is saving my life. I don't have the luxury of argument.
More machinery stuff to figure out. Door that won't budge. Here we go. Darkness. Thick, thick darkness. Big staircase leading down. Light up a couple of torches along the way. I'll light every other one. Worth it.
Agrippa, I need you to stay awake. Can you feel the syringe?
No, I can't feel anything. Alexander?
Yes.
Soon, I won't even be able to move, will I?
Your life is safe.
I don't doubt that. But will it be worth living?
Absolute darkness. Laboratory.
You've hurried too much. Alexander is toothless without an all. Yes, that's not very promising at all. The sanctum is basically impenetrable, but guess why not? It could be reached by another, but Alexander broke his, my own, a long time ago. Really? Well, if you tell the truth, by all means, seek out the pieces of the broken hole and bend away. I believe he uses them for torture now. They practically leak methods, which is quite useful, I understand. There should be 6 of them. Look around the fire and the transcender. You should be able to find them there.
Bother you further, but if you're really going after Alexander, would you consider taking me with you? I know it sounds ridiculous. I mean, look at it. But if you find anything concerning a man named Johann, would you please bring it to me? I believe he was working on a way to help him. A recipe for some sort of potion, a tonic to free me from this husk of mine.
High enough. Need something higher. Boxes.
What lever? Oh, that one. So many of Alexander's things are breaking down. Look around. Maybe the other room. There are machine parts all over this place. You'll find a way to fix it.
Quite important you. Baron Alexander sustained my soul in this dead husk for years. Who knows how many? Hundreds, I presume. Alexander is quite impressive in many ways, but he has grown impatient. Alexander really found none other than Johann Meyer. You never heard of Johann Meyer? My God, his brother is the greatest man in history, and you don't know him? Or is it the world has forgotten?
fireplace. Land which had not been planted. Do you know this ice? I suppose
Go higher.
it is an old faith, building temples out of caverns. The dark walls being the universe, and inside are its followers. Humans watching the sky slowly time. But the followers do have unseen to have a real sense of connection to creation. Some orbs.
There we go. Knew it was something simple.
I was lucky. So all my fact spared my life and returned to where I found it. I know because Alexander took it and brought it to Brightenberg.
I've been here already. I know this taste. A taste of Damascus rose obfuscating the truth in the dim. They may sweep the traces from my memory, but my body remembers. These cuts speak volumes, even though my mind remains silent. They will be back. They will be back.
Things are exploding behind me.
Just a little further.
It's like Orpheus descending into the underworld.
Are you hiding something?
What do you mean?
Never mind. Your intuition is remarkable.
I'm not sure I'm following.
It doesn't matter. It's just a myth after all.
August 1839. banishment ritual is taking longer than expected, and we have to do what is needed. I spend my time helping out the prisoners. Being around these degenerates makes me ill. None of them even tries to face their punishment with any kind of dignity. They taunt me with their lies of innocence and their cowardly pleas of mercy. What can make a man fall so far from the grace of a civilized existence? They are all wicked men, and I remind myself of it constantly. Still, I am thankful for God sending these monsters our way, as they will serve as the instruments of my salvation. I try to study the different tools in the torture chamber and learn how to use them effectively. Last time was messy, and the effect suffered from my inexperience. When the next warding is to be performed, I shall be ready.
Daniel went a little crazy. Shattered orb. All is lost. I must once again start over. Ever since I recovered the orb first found by Agrippa, I have depended on it for my research. The incident with Wilhelm made me impetuous. Fearing a paucity of prisoners, I proceeded with the final ritual without proper foresight. The orb cracked and fell into 6 parts. I have tried everything but have yet to mend the thing. Unless I can think of a way to piece it together, I will have to find another. There is still life in the pieces, and even if the orb isn't restored, I might be able to salvage some of its power for some other purpose. Centuries have passed in vain, and I begin to wonder if I will ever be able to see my love again. How much longer can I sustain my life? Seeing if a genie would pop out. All right. Nothing useful. that for later. 6 pieces of the orb.
Is this the old time witnessing death? If so, blame yourself. You started this. You sent me that letter asking for help, and this is how you repay me? How dare you!
Gotta go back to the room with the 2 levers.
These cells are meant to hold prisoners who are under treatment. The people you send for will end up here. Remember that the confinement itself works as a preamble to the torture, and you should pace yourself. Don't take anyone before they are ready.
Understood.
Sounds from the torture chambers are shuttled in through those pipes in the ceiling. Manage your victims well, and let one prisoner's pain instill terror in his cellmate.
Back up the big staircase. How do you plan on stopping me?
Good to see you. You got the doors open? Good going. I knew you could do it.
inhibited.
How much more, Baron? How much more am I supposed to withstand? Kill me already! Kill me!
This one. Prepare him.
The cradle is ready.
Good.
You're a man! How can you partake in this?
Is he all right?
He is one of the wicked. Don't pay his lies any attention.
I'm not a bad man! It was an accident!
He set a man on fire.
It wasn't my fault! Why won't anyone listen?
That's horrible.
Of course. We are dealing with monsters here.
No, please! Do anything! Whatever you want! Anything! I'll do anything! I'm innocent!
Take this side first. string. Notes on torture. There are quite a few things to be said about torture. I had figured that the reaction I would get from the victims would be highly individual. Thankfully, this is not the case. The humans all have a very similar approach to dealing with physical pain and the terror of anticipation. I can't stress enough the importance of restraining the victims before proceeding. Even the most timid creature can break out of it in fits of violence where their strength exceeds their expected prowess. If proper care has been put into breaking the victim, this should not be a problem, but it will also hinder the effect I am after. The right steps to take are therefore to restrain while the victim is still dazed. Proceed by presenting the form of torture you are about to apply, and then to continue with the actual act. The point of presentation is to infuse terror. The human mind is extremely efficient, as it will trigger itself into greater fear simply by imagining it. While applying pain, make sure to avoid massive damage, as it will prove more efficient if the process can be sustained. Also, apply the pain in doses, if possible, with breaks to let the body settle. If you are whipping or cutting the victim, strike once, wait for the pain to subdue, then strike again. As long as the body suffers, it will continue to produce vitae and saturate the blood with its properties. Only with careful performance will the victim yield maximum effect. If the victim doesn't behave as expected, it is likely that all will be for naught. Before this happens, feed them the amnesia drink and try again later. Chair. Hey, one of these. Is it you, my love, I miss the most, or is it perhaps myself? I know what I have become, and I am not blind. I am a monster to them, a demonic sultan perched on a dark mountaintop. There is little I can do to redeem myself. The Black Eagle fears me, and after Napoleon's defeat, it is only a matter of time before they will demand my head on a platter. I must remove myself from this land. This time it must work. If I can't return home now, I shall perish. We're back in wibbly-wobbly real world. And I have the string. Let's go down this spiral staircase. Locking in place. Oop, I'm off the mat. Where's the mat? There's the mat. Okay. Which one did I go to first? I think it's this one. If I'm not mistaken, it's this one. Because I didn't bother lighting any of the candles. I didn't want to waste any of my tinder boxes. It's just a quick jog down the hallway. I got a jar. I got string. Now I got a jar with string. Jar with string. Jar with blood. No, this is a torture room. Nope, this is not the way I want to go. One more area to search. got that component.
Something else. You seem to have found all the
Agrippa channels Wire. Wire taunts me from the other side. I trusted him with my true reason for my efforts, and still he insists on me releasing Agrippa. How an enlightened man can show such lack of compassion in a seat of power disgusts me. I can't bring myself to part from Agrippa, as he is and has been for centuries my only link to the worlds beyond. Wire claims he tries his best to release me from my banishment, but that he needs me to give him Agrippa first so he can help. If he could guarantee success, I would happily oblige, but how am I to part from him if my return might be denied? I know what they are capable of. I have seen their deception. Optimism is a most hopeless feeling, but I must retain it. I shall prepare for his release. To release Agrippa without killing him, Wire told me to feed him a tonic made from a paralyzer, vitae and tamter. A poisonous fungi should work as a paralyzer if I can find the eternal gland from a large specimen. The choir seems to be a fertile ground for this sort. I should then be able to extract its contents with the proper tools. The vitae could be extracted as usual from any agonized human victim's blood. I just need a large amount to distill it properly. Remember to collect this during the next torture session. Tamter, on the other hand, will prove more difficult. I don't think it exists in this world. Simply writing the word with these letters looks wrong. I believe it is a property of the secretion in the water-dwelling Canurk. I will have to address Wire with this, as he will have to supply me with a host. Also, a properly prepared well should suffice to contain it. So I already got that. Another one of these weird things. In court, the Order of the Black Eagle spew their politics at each other while I sat quietly in place, willfully forgotten. Once in a while, someone will notice me and lose themselves in a silent cower before regaining their senses. They all know I am the one and the same Alexander who helped their fathers and grandfathers to found this great order. I've seen them take their fathers' places, and they too will grow old and pass away, while I remain the same, aged not by time but by anguish. There. Take it. And there, and up there. Laudanum. How's my health? A few cuts and bruises. No more cuts and bruises. Clues and notes. Entrance to the choir. Oh, this looks nice. Candles everywhere. What we got here?
August 1839. The blood wards are failing. The shadow beckons, and its cry disarms my actions. Hurry. No time to spare. You have to kill another. Alexander produces a knife. He wants me to cut the flesh. Do it. Save yourself. He is a murderer, Daniel. He is evil. A cold-blooded killer. Hurry. Alexander, you must let me be. I have to concentrate. Take the man, cut the lines, cut the flesh, watch the blood spill, let it come. Please, I didn't do anything. Paint the man, cut the lines. Paint the man, cut the lines. Please, the man cries. Now you see. I did well. One life for another. You hear me, guardian of the orb? I did all this for you. Now, once more, withdraw your shadow from my domain. Alexander, there isn't much time. I can feel it. We must act swiftly. I will do whatever it takes.
Oh. Yes, this area.
What are my intentions, Daniel? Salvation. It used to be yours, but now you only seek misplaced revenge. How do you justify your violence? Is it for the greater good? Are you doing the world a service? It is you who caused all this pain and death. If you had accepted your fate and submitted to the orb when you first discovered it, none of this would have happened. It is curiosity in league with your selfishness that is killing us both.
That is some thick darkness. Ooh. trader did not know what to think of the brass bull as he was forced to enter it. Only when the heat of fire began to scorch his skin and cook his flesh did he realize it was to be his tomb. His screams of pain echoed inside the brass chamber and traveled through the complex instrument, which was the bull's head. Outside, the men could hear the brazen bull bellow. Light it.
The wheel is good for keeping your victim still during the procedure. They can be bound around the circumference or simply stretched across, tying limbs to the spokes and rim. All tools are by this point useful, and you may administer the torture in any way you like. But the forte of the wheel is the gaps. When you have decided that the victim shall die, you can smash their limbs with a hammer, making them fold in between the frame.
But they'll die. Too quickly, I mean.
No, don't worry. The human body is much more resilient. They can survive for days until they finally succumb.
Tried to run, couldn't run. Door. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm missing one. No, this is the last one. Okay, good. pieces. Just follow the wall. Not even messing with VRocker here. You. That part of the game always gets me because of that darkness, how thick that darkness is. What I love about this game, and it still blows my mind that I'm in a brightly lit room, but I'm in absolute darkness. I'm playing a game that deals with darkness. Sleep. That part still gets me. Even if I knew it was coming, I was like, do I see? All of a sudden they just appear out of nowhere.
Do you really drink from the Amnesia mixture? It does explain so much of your behavior. You never did finish what you set out to do. You talked about redemption, how you would face the orb's shadow and save our work, and me. I will grant you another chance to redeem yourself. You can wait here and stop the shadow. Thank you, friend.
That's one way to do it. The last prisoner note. There is little left to say. I write solely to prevent myself from revisiting the memories of the last few days. If I am fortunate, I will fall asleep and time will pass without effort. I have begun to wean myself from my prison. When I first arrived, I felt like I was being buried inside a tomb, but now I feel the close walls comforting me. As long as I am in here, there is no pain. The walls protect me from the outside. I even laughed early as one of my wardens dropped a key down the pipes. It gave me hope for a second, thinking I could escape if only I could somehow reach it from here. In my dreams, Alexander, I am king. In my dreams, I best you and escape your clutches, and return with all the knights of the realm, carrying pistols and sabers. In my dreams. Laudanum. Wooden bucket. Yep, that's everything. The door is locked, but there is a key right there. And that'll do it. It's your heart racing. Woo!
Of August, 1839. Tonight, we will unlock the power of the orb and ultimately banish the shadow hunting me. I feel it closing in on me and I fear for my life more than ever. Just outside Altstadt lies a small settlement where Zimmerman, a dairy farmer, lives with his wife and 3 children. Went there. Our visit was unexpected, and Alexander was able to strike Zimmerman down without alerting the others. As he went to take care of the farmhands, I began to look for the children. We should have more than enough prisoners to finish the ritual now.
What have I done? Wonder I took an amnesia potion. Such a twisted story.
The laboratory might be accessible now.
Running short.
Out of here.
Girls escaped and I chased after her all the way upstairs. I hunted her down, and what is a life worth? How many lives can I take before I surrender my own? Sure, I would kill a murderer to save an innocent, but to kill an innocent to save myself? A cold-blooded murderer.
way. Running for my life.
August 1839. It's not fair. I'm not to blame. I've been manipulated by that demon. He played my guilty conscience and duped me into facing the shadow alone. That vile, conspiring man. He expects me to meet my death as he steals power beyond imagination? Alexander, I will kill you for what you have done. If only the shadow had caught me in London or Algeria, I wouldn't have to suffer this humiliation. You made me a murderer. A monster. And now, I merely await my death. I am too weak to press on. I can hardly stand as my knees fail me. I cannot see as my eyes are dressed in tears. I am as broken as the men I've tortured. If only I could wipe my fear away, as we did with them.
Did it. Bye-bye.
It was my greatest triumph, and I never looked back. You think I was afraid fleeing Brennenburg? Huh. Quite the contrary. I knew it was my purgatory, hellfire made to wash away my sins. There's no denying the things I've done. But I have paid my tribute. I gave them that awful man. I did the right thing.
Alrighty, so that was Amnesia, the Dark Descent Sclerosis mod. Oh, there it is. Had to turn around and look at it. I'm not watching the trailer. Not watching it. There should be a way to exit the game. Anyway, okay, so this has been Angel Wolf in this slightly longer episode because it was the finale of Amnesia. Excuse me, Amnesia: The Dark Descent, and I will be back tomorrow with some Skyrim, and then after that, I plan on playing, continuing the Half-Life journey. So hope to guys see you guys next. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave me some comments if you got anything to say, and I will see you in the next video. Good night, everybody.